What's up guys, it's Daz here, but you already care because we're at the last sub-level of the whole of Beast and we're about to leave. So come on Jerrys and come on Big Bessies. Louis, you can come too. Escape to the surface with your Pikmin? Yes please. Oh, they said it wow all at the same time. I prefer it when it's slightly delayed. So let's see how we did in this cave. 6 treasures? We got 1,000 Pokos in this cave alone. This debt is going by way quickly. Not to mention, 1,000 already and we have 10,000 to go. We're 10% done. So, naturally, the ship is going to tell us we didn't know. No, we already got 10%, because didn't it interrupt me this morning? Oh well, back to the Awakening Woods. Boom. Hooray! And there we go. 20% of the debt collected. We're literally 20% of the way done for finishing this game. Yeah. So this is going to be a quick game, isn't it? Now, because those female sheargrubs don't attack us, I'm actually going to ignore them. As you can see, these plants here need to grow again because some reason they got lost. And we're going to run as fast as we can to the next cave. I'm going to try again with this purple bits. Come on. Glitch the game, get up there, glitch the game. No, I just can't do it. Alright, but as you can see, the radar's going a little bit crazy about it. You can even hear it like beeping a little bit. But oh well, now we have a big bulk of purple Pikmin. We can take down this paper bag. It needs 200! And literally, that's just all the purples combined, so that's good. Now, another cloaking baronet, which we will kill but not harvest, so don't mind me. There we go. Because it took in, I think, a purple, that alone will try and pick it up itself and succeed. God, purples are so powerful. Anyway, here we have another hole. And an interesting wall nearby. It's got some sort of red stuff is emitting from it. But oh well. Astounding! I like that word, apparently. I say it all the time. My metal detectors are reacting violently. What could be down there? Metal? If you find trouble below, press *+4 to contact me and look at the radar screen. The exploration pod will drop its loot to make room to carry you. Louis and the Pikmin to safety. Oh, you, Louis, and the Pikmin. Okay. Fair enough. If I was playing as Louis there, would it actually say something different? Oh well. So, the White Flower Garden. I wonder what we're going to find here. And it has fire and some sort of berry attack thing. Alright then, let's go with our squad. How strange. The berry attack thing looks like the purple stuff coming from that gate. I wonder what it could possibly be. Sub-level 1, the White Flower Garden. How many white flowers do you think we'll find? None, because this entire place is metal. I don't get the logic here. You go in underground and there's metal? Not to mention, look out into the distance. If I can, there we go. It's a massive canyon. But it is a bottomless pit. This is a new hazard. The Abyss. You can throw Pikmin off the Abyss. They will die. So, don't die. Luckily, we don't need to throw Pikmin because, as I say, the first level is generally just a swarm fest because it's a bunch of sheargrubs, once again, just coming along and around. There we go, male sheargrubs there, male sheargrubs there. I always attack the male sheargrubs first because they're actually lethal, so, you know, the female ones you can attack later because they ain't going to fight back. Which is good, I guess. Now, all our Pikmin decide to stay back here because after you kill a Pikmin, they're like, oh, I don't want to follow you automatically. I want to just stare at a dead corpse that will get carried away by someone else, and then we'll just stare by and do nothing, which is whatever, I guess. But along with there being a bunch of male sheargrubs here and female sheargrubs, we have Skippy. Is this an American thingy? Because I've never heard of Skippy. Looks like peanut butter in there or something. It might actually be peanut butter. Peanut butter's not really a big thing in the UK. We're more into Marmite, I think. Yeah. By the way, if you're wondering, I love Marmite. Yeah. Sorry if you hate it. Whoops. I love the adverts they had for it a while though, where it was like spread the love and then kill the spread or something. It was like, I see what you did there. It's like making a rival against loving and hating it. Oh well. We have Skippy. Nothing can go wrong now. We have Skippy. 130 Pokos. The nutrient silo. Wonderful. Very, very wonderful. And now, a very unsubtle sound effect. Means we've got all the treasure. Let's go down. Surely that means we would die because we're going to fall through this path and just go into the bottomless pit. But apparently not. Oh well. White Flower Garden, sub-level 2. Oh, so by the way, you know how the ship's told us 3 times about the camera control mechanics? There's actually something he hasn't said and I haven't shown off yet. Along with being able to move towards the characters facing, if you hold the R button, which will usually make you zoom out, you can go into a sort of over-the-shoulder perspective, but it's not really very helpful, so whatever. So, we have some treasure right off the bat right here, and there's another one there. Ooh. We could throw Pikmin from that one to that one over there, but that's kind of risky because it's got to go through a new enemy. First, let's go get this little heart-shaped diamond thing. Worth 100 Pokos. Called the Petrified Heart. He actually knows shapes a little bit. So, here we have the introduction of Fiery Bulbul, or Fiery Blowhogs even. These are basically fire-breathing pigs. So yes, there are fire-breathing enemies in this game. And actually, because we have red Pikmin, they're immune to fire, so they can't get hurt by this guy. However, the Blowhog does throw the Pikmin, so if it's aiming towards an abyss, they will get thrown off and they will die, so be careful. So I guess in this case it's actually helpful to have purple Pikmin because they will stun it so it won't get thrown. But generally, I like to wait till it phases me where it's not very deadly. Just let them go. In fact, you can actually just leave them and just do our own business while they do that, so I might just do that. They can just fight on their own accord. Louis can just follow us really awkwardly and just go get this treasure here. Boom, nice and easy. Though you got to be careful when the Pikmin are coming back to you because they might just run off the edge to try and get to you. It's kind of silly, but you know, it's Pikmin 2. The Pikmin might have improved their AI a little bit, but they're not exactly geniuses like Pikmin 3, at least not yet. We'll just go ahead towards our cave because that is the last treasure of this sub-level. Just wait for a cutscene now. We've got a few relief Pikmin, so we'll have to sort that out when we get Nectar sometime. Hey look, it's Dr. Pepper. I think I prefer that over Coke and Pepsi. Because I've always had Coke when I was a kid, and Dr. Pepper just has that little aftertaste, which I love. Anyway, Drought Ender. 100 Pokos. Don't mind if I do. And actually, when you're in a menu like that, the treasure gauge does not go for some reason. It just has the bit before it, like where it's like zoning out. Which is kind of annoying, but you kind of can just pick it up. White Flower Garden. And now we're in still metal, but it looks more rusty soil sort of feel. I don't really get how this cave works, but oh well. We also have new plants, so if I walk into them, it will probably appear in the Piclopedia, except I can't walk into them because it's on a ledge. Ah well. So what do you think we're going to find in the White Flower Garden? Oh, I don't know. White flowers. And I like how there's like sunbeams coming down. If this was the Wii U version, I'd be able to like, there isn't a Wii U version of Pikmin 2, but if there was, I'd use the gamepad to look around in first person and look up to look for the holes. But anyway, how can a flower so deep underground bloom so robustly? How mysterious. Especially since this entire place is metal except for here. This place is conspicuously warm. Could it act as a kind of hothouse for foliage? What an interesting development. The Pikmin look as if they long to be tossed into the flower. Again, don't really get how you work that out, but alright. And actually, if you press up or down with a certain colour Pikmin, or that was sideways, you can actually choose what status they're in. So I'm going to pick the leaf ones because leaves are more of a waste, if that makes sense. Like it's better to waste leaf Pikmin than flower Pikmin. I think I've got one more red to deal with. Come on, or one more leaf. There we go. Now each flower only accepts 5 Pikmin, so might as well go and do it as fast as possible. You're not going to be able to trick it at all. You can throw as many as you want, but it ain't going to work. So, now we have white Pikmin. And don't burp at me. You may be small and cute and your eyes sort of don't quite touch your face, but still, incredible! A white Pikmin. It is tiny but looks distinctly swift. Its eyes are unseemingly red. This type of Pikmin was not mentioned in your notes, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. I'm going to copy and write everything. Copy and paste even. You must experiment and make detailed observation for the benefits of future generations. Wait, so you're planning to bring children down here, or people that are children now? I don't really think that's a good idea, considering there are massive ladybug things trying to kill you. And, oh well. Whatever you say, Ship, you know all, so you think. So, white Pikmin, you may see when we run, they actually don't seem any different because they're leaves Pikmins and everyone else is flowers, but they're actually the fastest Pikmin. Also, their red eyes are actually quite helpful because, where's the way out? Seriously, I'm lost. I'm literally lost. Okay, that's the way we came in. We want to go this way. As you can see, our radar is beeping, but there's nothing here. But luckily, because the white Pikmin have red eyes... Amazing! The white Pikmin have unearthed a treasure that was completely buried in the ground. Perhaps those beady red eyes of theirs allows them to sense objects buried in the dirt. Yes, they have X-ray vision practically, even though this gamma tape wouldn't show up as X-ray stuff, but still, kind of helpful to know, so yeah. Just let that go away. We're gonna have to do a bit of waiting. So Louie, why don't you go chase them? Since you know everything about the home front, don't you? Yeah. In fact, actually, I've changed my mind. We got a honey wisp, and that means it will drop nectar, and that means we can get some flower Pikmin, and that means we get good stuff, and that means good. So honey wisp, please come here. I wish to kill you. Thank you. And now I will collect your nectar. Very nice. Now I just gotta wait for them to actually carry it. Also, it sounds like Olimar says Ogmore. Listen to Louie. Louie. Sounds pretty normal. Ogmore. Ogmore. Oh well, he doesn't pronounce the Lee. And actually, you may notice that he looks quite a bit like Mako from The Wind Waker and Egad. That's because Miyamoto actually wanted to reference the character's design, so there are references. That's also why you see like Mario in like many Legend of Zelda games and stuff, so yeah. Interesting. Gamma tape, or so it says, but he's gonna say it's the Superstick Textile. Only worth 80 Pokos, I guess that's kind of a lot, but still. Also, Olimar's also a reference to Mario because the Japanese name for Olimar is Orimar, which is an anagram for Mario if you just rearrange the letters, which is interesting, I guess. Next sub-level, yes. Sub-level 4. Here it comes. Now things are getting fancy. We have 3 types of Pikmin, a bunch of hazards, and by that I mean one type of hazard. Here we have, as you can see, little, I don't know what they're supposed to be, but to me it just looks like sellotape. And they produce this gas. This gas is poisonous. White Pikmin are immune to poison. They also seem to breathe poison, or at least burp it, which is interesting. We might come to that later. So for now, I'm just going to destroy these gas things. I'm not too sure what their technical names are, but it's odd. Like, some people have said it looks like nipples or something, but to me it just looks like sellotape. It's really weird. Oh, actually, no, I just realised. It actually is a hole into the ground inside it. I just thought it was just like tape. Like it was see-through in the middle. But no, it looks like it's actually a hole inside. That's strange. Oh well, we have some treasure to collect. Hey-Sesta? That sounds like a French product. I don't really know. Oh well, this is a mushroom. It might be a reference to something, or it might not be. It might be another mushroom we see. Yeah, you see multiple mushrooms. You'll see multiple strawberries. They're not very creative with all the treasures, but oh well. Container of Sea Bounty. 130 progress. Not bad. Actually, I don't think this one... No, this one isn't the reference, but yeah. Fruits and food count as treasure in this game, which is good. No idea how they actually get preserved in this. I guess it's because the caves are supposed to be warm and preservative. It's weird how fruit and mushrooms can survive down here and stay like that. 30 Pokos, really? The toxic Toadstool. Huh, I can think of another toxic Toadstool. Well, that's all the treasure, so now all we've got to do is find the cave. Or the cave, the cave to the next sub-level? Yeah, alright. Oh no, we have more poison to deal with. Whatever will we do? Now, each Pikmin will get hit, each other Pikmin, should I say, will get hurt by other hazards. And there is actually a cutscene and a little tutorial for each one, which we may or may not be seeing because I'm going to try to avoid it. I'm going to try to get minimum Pikmin deaths, but generally later on I'll probably play a bit more, what's the word, like, carelessly? Yeah, we'll go with carelessly. So, sorry about that. And oh, it looks like final floor boss time. Ivory Candy Pop Buds. Flora Nivesa Candy Pop Bud, or Candy Pop Family. Research from our most recent expedition has confirmed the presence of candy pop buds in subterranean regions. Considering the microecological ecologies that this plant has been found in, one can surmise they'll copy and paste. Tossing Pikmin into this flower always produces white Pikmin seeds, regardless of the Pikmin tossed in. In many cases, plants with small leaves typically have limited photosynthesis capabilities, and thus must find alternate means of obtaining nutrients, with parasitic and predatory behavior being most common. The candy pop could be considered one such example. The elusive flower spoils within seconds of picking, making it unsuitable for cooking. Nutrient silo. What a fascinating storage container. There's more food crammed in here than I could eat in a lifetime. Louis, however. Drought Ender. Today I delivered an impromptu lecture on the basics of wilderness survival. As Louis' superior, it's my responsibility to teach him these skills. Walking around as much as we do generates an intense thirst, so water becomes very important. I told Louis that we have to ration our water carefully. That's what I was thinking until I found this. I was so parched that I couldn't help myself. I drank all the water in the canteen, but there is no water in the canteen. It tasted so good. When I turned around, Louis gave me a cold stare. Petrified Heart. The vivid colour of this red stone... Wait, this is red? Really? Oh, I guess I can see it now. Red stone reminds me of my wife's eyes when they burn with rage. Just between you and me, I've noticed lately that she's been getting more wrinkles. Now that I think about it, I've probably caused her a lot of stress. When I return to Hoggetate, I'll take her on a long vacation. Good job, Olimar. Many people say that Olimar has virtually no character development in this game because he used to talk at the end of Pikmin 1's days. But no, it's all in here, it's just people can't be bothered to read it, I guess. Superstick Textile. I have once again discovered a completely undocumented species of Pikmin. These white Pikmin can find and dig up items that are buried entirely underground. We never would have found this priceless treasure without them. Thankfully, it's the perfect stuff to patch a hole I just noticed on the ship's hull. P.S. I named the cave where I first encountered the white Pikmin the White Flower Garden. Again, even though it was named before I arrived.